Hey guys, I am the Nerdy Silhouette, and I wish to welcome you to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I heard a lot of really weird things about this game, and to the fact that it's cute and adorable, but also horrific, it's scary. So, because of that, I have Mystic Sims and Howling at the Moon with me today. And they're actually going to join me for the entire playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yo, what up?
Woo! Okay, so let's get into our game, okay? So, what's our name gonna be?
Ranma, obviously.
Ranma. Ranma or Ryoga?
No, Ranma.
Ranma. If you
guys have never seen Ranma 1/2, it's a great anime.
Right now.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's a really, really good anime. So we are we're going to be Ranma just because.
Because we can.
Just because we can.
Boy Ranma, not girl Ranma.
Yeah, boy Ranma. You spill water on us, and then the whole story's over.
Anyway.
Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting for her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away!
Me too, though.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I don't run very often.
That was sexy.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to wait and stop for you. Oh, that was Ranma.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, shit.
Well,
I
was
searched the hot water.
I tried to drink out of my water bottle and dribbled a little. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
I mean, yeah, actually.
Possibly.
That's mean, Ranma.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Oh.
Ranma, dang.
That's so sad.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to.
Even though we do want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Get away from me.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ranma, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Same.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Me too.
I mean, that's literally
It's actually me.
Exactly what I do all the time.
Same. We're Ranma, guys.
Yeah, we actually are.
For real.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Damn.
This is so much like us.
home so easily.
It really does.
It's only the
Lord.
first 4 minutes, and we're already like, oh no!
All
Our
we do is
hearts,
stay in our apartment,
our
go to
souls.
work, go to class, and that's it.
Yeah.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know?
What a good friend.
I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years.
What is a NEET?
Because you're not used to the real world.
What is a NEET is my question.
I have no idea.
NEET.
You trust me, right?
No.
No.
Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I guess it's worth trying. I don't want to make any friends, though.
Me
Yay! Siori, you're adorable. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her little head. Yay! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Me in school! Oh my god, that's me!
Morgan.
That's me in school!
She comes home, she's like, I'm just gonna stare at the wall for a bit.
I have to. Clubs. Siori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Well,
Of
duh.
course. Hello! Siori. Siori must have come into the classroom when I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club.
Oh boy.
Siori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club.
Damn.
Harsh.
Oh, her face!
Meanie.
Damn, Rama.
Siori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show any interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Siori, you set yourself up to fail.
Yeah, you did.
Siori.
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, that's a good life lesson right there.
I can't tell if Siori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a loud sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go!
Let's go.
Yay! We're going to the literature club.
That'd be a club that I'd probably be part of.
That's why I'm like, you guys need to come in because you guys read a lot, and I know you guys would do it too. And I was in book club when I was in college.
I'm such a bookworm.
I wish that they had a book club at our high school.
That's how I got
They really did.
so like caught up in Hunger Games. That was the first book and the only book I read in book club.
The first and only book.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Cupcakes are worth it, bro.
I don't know. I'm not the hugest cupcake fan.
Man, it depends on the cupcake, dude.
Well, like, the cupcakes, like, you can't like just eat them regular because otherwise they'll be like way too much frosting and then way too much cake.
Well, I like to lick the frosting off.
That's
then
why
eat
you
the
use
cake.
a fork, Lissa.
No, that's why I take the bottom off and squish it on top and eat it that way.
She does do that. It's pretty funny.
I dejectedly followed Siori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Siori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member.
I'm not joining your
Eh?
club.
I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sierra always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Someone wants to be her. Because I already have, like, narrating Ranma and Sayori.
I see you looking at me, Mystic.
So fight!
God damn it.
Fight to the death.
Is this... Okay, this is a thing I'm doing, I guess. Ranma, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Eh.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
Oh my god. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Rude.
She is always the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
She's freaking adorable.
She really is. I really love
Wanna
Yuri.
keep her.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
Me too, though.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Ranma.
Monica smiles sweetly. I was distracted by her pose.
Hey.
Bend and snap.
Look at her hair, though. Like,
I wish I had hair that flowed that nicely.
right?
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic.
Why, thank you.
Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Ranma. We've made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Aww. I love.
Totally do that if I could bake.
Right?
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
That's adorable. I love.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full as she already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Shiori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Hold on. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Aw, Yuri, you're so cute.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
Don't look at me. I meant, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
Well, that's good at least. I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Shiori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Shiori seemed really happy here, so...
Yeah. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's really a good leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
Oh, you could put it that way.
You're so cute.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Awkward sentence.
Yeah, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Ranma, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
Do you study for class?
Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Yeah, you keep yourself quiet, Natsuki.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Oh.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Me too, though. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Can this game get any more relatable?
Right?
For real.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh my god.
Oh no. It begins.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Me too. Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
She's all blushy. Monica.
I'm sorry. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
A sassy girl who's moody but likes to write about cute stuff.
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
That was the cutest change I've ever seen. I was mystified. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Yeah?
Me?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Okay, Sierra. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
I want to make everyone really uncomfortable.
Isn't that right, Rama?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Ranma? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? All this estrogen. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful ladies. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join your literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
I like how they all just like...
Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Well, she did taunt me with cupcakes.
Someone muffle her.
Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Gets her hair right in Natsuki's mouth.
Like, I love how she's still in that position.
I know! Welcome to the literature club.
Ah.
Her hair is still like right in
Thanks,
I know.
again.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Oh, damn, that is me. I'm getting sick, guys. Okay, leave me alone. Ranma, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
That pose, though. Yeah.
Snap.
Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey! Ranma! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Sayori. I love her. With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
Hell yeah.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright.
Or all of them.
I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Well, speaking that this game is a horror game, the fact that good things will come his way is quite the opposite of
Oh my god, it's our first interactive thing.
It's time to write a poem. Pick the words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Oh my god.
So, who do we want to go after? Yuri, Natsuki, or Sayori? I don't think Monica is an option.
That's up to you.
No, it's not. It's up to all of us. Do we want to date Mystic? Do we want to date Nerdy? Or do we want to date Howling?
I mean, I'm partial to Yuri with that. That's because I'm biased.
That and you don't really have that
Bias.
much of a reading part, so I think going after Yuri, it'd be like, you'd be a little bit more inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's over here double teaming Monica and
Hey, you
Natsuki.
guys made me do it.
And I'm doing Ranma and,
I mean, she's doing
Yeah,
the
well, you're the
most reading,
host, so you know.
That's true. Okay. Or should we just make a poem with, like, random words and see who we get?
Well,
What if we did like dark and pink together?
Well, we pick one word, and then I think it turns the page to another whole list
Really?
of words.
Well, I know.
I'm gonna just save it.
Oops, sorry.
I'm gonna keep checking back into the save page because apparently things randomly pop up in your save.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I know.
Well, I can tell what kind of stuff would probably like pop up for each one.
Okay, so I think if I like
Childhood would definitely be like Sayori,
I think so.
and I think the more like, dark and
I think the things that are like more pink will probably be Natsuki.
yeah.
Anything dark is probably Yuri.
Yeah.
And then anything like relatable or like I don't know about
She can
Sayori.
be I think she's kind of like pink and like, she's just so Sayori.
I don't know because Natsuki seemed like she might have like a dark side to like when she's writing like her poems.
That's true.
Well,
so I feel like
we should be
like,
able to see all of
I
their
feel
poems
like
too.
like Pink and like Childhood and Hope are definitely like more Sayori.
Yeah. So, which word do you guys want to pick first? I'm thinking more Childhood.
I think my favorite might be Heartbeat or Rain Cloud.
I like Heartbeat too. And I was thinking about Rain Cloud too because of like
I
Mystic
love the
stuff.
rain.
I like Rain Cloud.
I like the rain too. Let's do Rain Cloud. Oh, that was Sayori. Alright, so nature, pleasure, vacation, clumsy, covet, shame.
Covet.
I was gonna say I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
Covet
lovey
is
thing.
like to cherish or something like
Oh. So I kinda like forgive.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit. Sayori.
Well, I guess we're going for Sayori.
Alright, so clouds, alone, pain, whistle, secretive, imagination. I like imagination out of all of these. Oh, and desire. I like imagination and desire. What are you guys thinking?
I kind of like Clouds and Alone, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm in an interesting place this week.
Clouds
So.
and alone.
I don't know, because I feel like if we go with either I feel like if we go with imagination, it's probably gonna go with Sayori
Sayori.
again. And I don't know if we want to just go with like Sayori.
Well, it's just basically whatever
Just
words
whatever
we pick.
like.
Yeah. And
I
whoever
don't-
likes the poem better, something might happen with them.
Yeah.
Do you want to do, like, alone then?
Sure.
Just so that we get some kind of darker sides?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, are you kidding?
That-
Fucking Sayori.
I
she
thought
loves
that would
everything.
be Yuri!
I would have thought too.
Anime. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Natsuki! Doki Doki! Isn't that like the sound of your heart in
Yeah, the heartbeat.
Japanese?
Doki Doki.
That was Natsuki.
Ooh, Starscape.
Stars are pretty.
Beautiful.
I love stars. Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Yuri! Alright.
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Do we want to go kawaii?
Sure.
Oh, that was Natsuki. I'm kind of surprised on that one. I thought it was
Poof.
Sayori.
Unrequited.
Poof.
Poof! 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 Poof!
Poof.
I like music.
Music is good.
Yep. Music, warm. You gotta love
I was
being
thinking
warm.
either music or warm.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it howls, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Warm it is.
Well, whichever
That's
one you
Sayori.
start on, it's gonna end on the other one. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Yep.
I relate to the anxiety
Oh,
one.
that was
I had a feeling it'd be Yuri.
Boop boop. That happens all the
Boop
time.
Snoop.
We should do.
We're always
boop.
booping the Snoops. Oh my god.
All right.
This is gonna be one weird ass poem.
Yes, it is.
Socks.
Socks.
Just
Socks.
I ordered toe socks for my boyfriend today.
Oh
I'm
my
really
god.
amused.
Chocolate.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Suicide.
waterfalls. Shit, man.
I like waterfall,
Mhm.
or I like adventure too.
Mm.
I like chocolate, but I can't have
I'm
any.
very nature lovey.
I think adventure.
Vivacious.
Adventure.
Okay.
Oh, Sayori. Sunset? Or
Yeah.
infinite? Or play?
Infallible.
I'd say infinite. Be
Infinite?
careful, yeah.
Yuri?
Raindrops.
We all like rain.
Yeah.
How come Sayori would like rain clouds and then
Feather.
she wouldn't like raindrops?
Maybe
Stay
she's like-
determined.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking
Determination.
determination. Yuri!
Fireflies.
Fireflies are nice. I like peaceful too. Or journey. Or together. I like together.
Together.
Together is my vote.
Together, forward, together.
Siori. Together,
I like
eternity.
I like eternity.
Vitality. I love some of these words.
These words are nice.
I'm
I
a
like
big
lollipop.
word person.
I like lollipop. So, is it eternity or vitality?
Oh gosh.
I like eternity.
Yeah.
Okay. Marshmallow!
Ambient?
Ambient is nice. I like melody.
Melody.
As
I
well.
was just gonna say melody.
Or scars.
How about lazy?
I'd say either
Unstable!
melody or scars.
Scars.
Melody. Let's go scars.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow, that's
Fiori?
surprising.
Lusts.
Ocean.
Oceans are nice. Tears. I like tears too.
Tears. This
Depression
really makes
too.
you think,
Depression,
doesn't
yeah.
it? I might have to journal after this, to be honest.
Well, that's a good thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Get you
Yeah.
thinking? So,
Well, I never journal, and I want to actually start keeping up with it.
Yeah,
Maybe you should
I
just
always
Krista
say
does
that.
that every night, don't
No,
you?
I don't.
Really?
I always say I want to keep up with it, but I don't.
Oh.
so are we gonna go with depression, cheers, disown, cheer? I don't know. Cage.
Maybe Cage. 'Cause we
Cage.
all feel a little trapped sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure,
Cage.
let's go with that.
All right. Last word.
Essence.
Melancholy. Agonizing.
I kind of like melancholy.
I kind of do too.
Mhm. Bittersweet.
I think we're leaning more towards Yuri.
Hi again, Ranma. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
I tried. Siori was like,
Siori didn't
Right
love me.
there.
dragged me by my hair.
don't worry. Siori wouldn't let me. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I could keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Ramna.
I love Yuri. She's so pretty.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
You're so
shut up.
sassy.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
She kind of forced me.
And last year, too.
I'm lazy. Anime and video games.
Just because
I don't know if you
just
plan to
because he
just
doesn't
come
want-
here and hang out or what.
Do you know what I've been watching? I've been watching Ranma 1/2. I've been watching myself.
My
in a-
namesake.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to join clubs doesn't mean anything.
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Damn.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga! Oh, that's you. Shit.
Manga is literature!
I love mangas!
I do too.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ranma always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
I want someone to clean my room.
Right?
Siori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting.
Like
And
the
you
kitchen.
almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Ranma can become good friends too. Siori? Huh? As usual, Siori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Siori!
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy!
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Siori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a nice gesture from you and a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, it won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
She's so cute. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a really short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
Marry her right now.
And we could, discuss it if you wanted to.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Is that where she keeps her manga?
Maybe.
Probably.
Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this?
Read the damn book.
I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now.
Oh, you better not.
I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will want to come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
That's a weird word.
Yeah.
Huh, good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Always does.
Well, what kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Oh my god.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Me too.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Oh my god. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa, Sayori, you got really close.
dear.
There.
Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision.
I mean, it really does.
I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry!
Jump back, though.
Wait. Actually,
I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like this. This isn't napping club.
Does
I
our
wish-
school have a napping club?
That'd be
great.
awesome.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud.
How dare you take away my anime?
Not my anime. Nani?
Naughty?
I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Siori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
Every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Siori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Siori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
It looks good to
Hey.
me.
I run my fingertips down the side of Siori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
Oh my god.
You don't just go touching a lady's hair. Man, you really need to brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there.
Oh my god.
I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But no one would even notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that.
Hey, meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Siori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Damn.
Eh?
Damn.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom.
Oh my god.
You just don't go
What are
touching
you
her.
doing, Rama?
I mean, she is his best friend.
True. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Look how cute she is, though.
Look at
But-
those eyes.
But that shot though,
It's a little awkward,
if
yeah.
if her shirt was unbuttoned, we would see things.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well,
How much taller is he? It's like he's towering over
Yeah.
her.
I was just thinking how weird it how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Look at her little feet.
It?
Look at her little
They're
tiny
so
feet.
tiny.
They're so
It
tiny
kind of
compared to the rest
looks
of her.
like she's got like feet on top of her feet.
It does.
I don't know what the strap is.
Oh my god, it does.
Shoe straps.
That doesn't look like a shoe
Those
strap.
I don't think those are shoes. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Oh my god.
Does this thing even fit you properly? My tits are too big.
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Good lord.
Don't say that out loud! Pride and joy. Ladies' boobs. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Ah! Why does it feel strange to see Siori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ah. It's not worth it at all.
Siori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Good lord.
That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Crush.
Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Oh boy.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
You totally did.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. Give up my anime. It's a deal.
I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Not necessarily a bad thing.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Hey, everyone.
Eh?
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote out now?
Yay! Grandma, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook.
Of course.
On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching for their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? I'm gonna save real quick.
Okay, nothing's changed.
Nope.
That I noticed.
No.
But you know, the whole change blindness thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this off because we're probably gonna just
Yeah,
edit
Go
it out.
over, yeah.
So, who are we gonna share our poem with first?
Oh god.
Should we share with Natsuki?
Yeah.
Let's share with
Sure.
Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Probably.
I'll pass.
Oh, I thought the red Rama. I can't read today. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
I'll show you mine. Show me yours.
And you get to read her poem since you're Natsuki.
The title is Eagles Can Fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
That? Jeez.
Bitch, what?
It's not what I was expecting.
Well, for her, it's weird because, like, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap. Okay, so what I'm reading into it is that all these animals can succeed in doing something. People can try, but that's about it.
So they don't really succeed in doing anything.
No, we
but
can't
they
do anything,
try.
apparently.
They attempt.
Well, she is one of the people, so.
Les
Yeah.
people.
I like it,
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
but I did like it. I like it.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
That's true. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I love her face. I'm glad you learned something.
She's so full of herself.
I know! Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Such a nice guy, but he's also an ass, and I love it.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Yuri!
Yuri? Sure, let's do Yuri.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
Aw, Yuri.
Me too, Yuri.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after I guess, oh my god, I can't talk. I guess that it might be after reading it though.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands.
Oh, poor
I
little
couldn't
cinnamon roll.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits when that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
My stammering's not completely gone. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's a good rule of thumb, though.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Or all of them.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club?
Oh, it's in cursive.
Oh, I can't read. I don't know if I can read that.
Shit.
I can read
Here.
it. I think.
I'm not at a
too.
very good angle to read it.
I can.
Okay.
Good lord.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That's really beautiful.
I kind of wish she didn't write in cursive.
Yeah. Oh, it's really beautiful cursive.
Yes, it
but
is.
it's hard to read. Really hard to read. I'm surprised that you can't like click and like have it like
Change.
A lot of times in games, like when there's like writing
Messy
like that, you
handwriting.
can like click like a certain
Yeah, and
thing,
have
and
it
it'll
come
like
up.
come in like a plain text. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I
No,
wasn't
it's
thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah.
Did it really?
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
It is. It's just hard to read. That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad that you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Wow, if that was mild.
Yeah.
I might just see what else she comes up with.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ranma.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
No.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in their work.
Experiences.
Oh, yeah, that. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
She's counting on us! So, Monica or Siwari?
Your turn to pick.
I'll do Siwari. I want to get my obnoxious voice out of the way. Eh? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Ranma! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Because you were accidentally picking your words.
Siwari. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you just don't like it because I wrote it?
Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it?
I don't know. I don't words.
Me
well,
too.
well, I'm sure that's part of it.
I mean, it is like 10:30.
I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Ranma poem!
That's cute.
And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Siori hugs the sheet against her cheek.
Chest.
Oh, she said No. I was gonna say, but she like pushes it up against her face. You're so weird, Siori.
I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Ranma. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Siori. I'm not sure if Siori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined.
Pretty
Knowing-
sure it's, like, the whole reason that you joined, but okay.
Oh yeah, she's the main reason.
Aside from the cute girls.
Well, she's a cute girl too. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, it's not in person.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Just like, I want breakfast.
I want breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast, though. I don't think any of us ever eat breakfast.
No. Siori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No!
Yeah.
Totally did.
Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
That's true.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
It's actually really cute, though.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Same.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh my god, who should I pick?
I don't know. Such a hard
I guess Monica.
I guess
Such
Monica.
a hard choice.
Hi, Ranma. Having a good time so far?
Actually, yes. Yes.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
No.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. That pose, though.
Don't worry, Ranma. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing was kind of gentle. Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too?
Well, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. What the hell was that?
It sounded like someone just screamed.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Sure.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A whole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
I just imagine like someone looking through your window.
Like,
People!
like a hole in the wall and someone is looking through it.
No.
Like into your room.
What do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
That's actually really good advice.
Thanks for listening.
That's really good advice just in general. Like, even if you're, like, writing a paper in school or anything like that, it's really good advice.
Yeah, it's, like,
So usually
really,
what I
really
do is
good.
I just,
Because
like,
then you end up just, like, sitting there like, what do I do? And then you just don't do it.
yeah, it's usually what I do when I have to write. I just kind of go for it, and then I look through it later. Because otherwise I get myself stuck.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
I want to read his poem, Dan.
Me too.
I know.
I was just thinking, I was like, I wonder if we get to read his poem.
It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Shut
Mediocre.
up. I won't say
Mediocre.
mediocre.
Well, that's...
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up with theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Rama did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it up anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Rama liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh damn, the music stopped. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Rama appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do always overly cutesy.
Oh, shots fired.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Rama started showing up.
Oh.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
Oops, so well.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Oh shit.
Grandma! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ranma.
But wait! There's a reason that There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rama? Well,
Good lord.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think I'm more highly of me. So, of
Help me,
course,
Sayori!
that's going to be. Should we do help me?
I
don't know.
I don't know because I feel like they both gave
One
like,
of them's gonna hate you, and the other
Yeah.
one's gonna.
Well, I feel like they both like gay like they both have like a side.
I
obviously,
honestly
that's,
liked
good.
Yuri's better. To be
Me
honest.
too, and she gave better constructive criticism. I feel like
Yeah.
like
Natsuki's
there
a little full
is
of herself
there
and
is
needs to be
something
knocked down
well,
a peg.
there is something to say about like a simple poem, but Yuri's I liked better, and she gave better constructive criticism
Right.
than.
What's your vote?
Well, then Natsuki didn't really give much constructive criticism. She just like I don't
she
like
was
it.
just
She
being
was just
a
like I don't
brat.
like it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like we should just run away and be like, Sayori, help! But I'm biased. Because I'm Sayori, and I like being annoying.
Well,
But, since it's 2 of the 3, vote for Yuri. Let's go for Yuri.
what the fuck?
I said Yuri. I flat out picked Yuri, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You totally did.
Wait, well, just say what it said. See what it said.
Natsuki. You're right, that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait! That's not an excuse for
See,
you to
I
be
had
so
a-
mean.
See, I had a feel like that would go.
You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri,
Eh?
you are a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's.
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how you felt. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean.
Has Monika's eyes always been green?
Yes.
I don't know, she kind of looks like... I don't know.
Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at the point of being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out.
Poor girl.
On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and I sit in an adjacent chair.
Sigh.
Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you.
I honestly don't feel very, any less of Natsuki either.
Thanks, Ranma. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful.
Oh, for a second I thought she was talking about her boobs.
Yeah, me too. I was like, boobs.
Eh? What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Maybe she did mean that.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
You came back, Natsuki?
Apparently. Ranma, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh God.
Boy.
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Ranma! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No, no, no! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Ranma, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day's going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
Damn.
He's on a mission.
Hashtag boner.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
True.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Should we end here?
Yeah, we're going to.
Okay.
Yep.
Nothing's changed so far.
Nope.
It's probably not going to start getting creepy for a bit.
Oh yeah, no. I love how there's so many empty slots.
Well, you know.
Things.
I might have to do this myself.
Well, that we are going to put that. We're going to end that there for this playthrough of Doki Doki.
Almost called it round the one half, didn't you?
No. I've been struggling with intros and outros all day today. Okay,
It's okay. We love you.
It's okay. Hey, I you just saw me struggle at reading.
Hey,
So
I struggle with reading too.
I'm really good at reading. I'm not good at reading out loud.
I'm not
really good
either.
at reading out loud.
Well, you guys, what do you guys think about it so far?
I like it so far.
I
It's
love
cute.
it.
I think it's adorable.
If you get tripped up, Mystic, you can just stop, take a deep breath, and then start again.
Or
That
eat
usually
your
helps
finger.
me a
It
lot.
doesn't
It
I'm
usually
just
helps
really
me a
bad
lot
at
because
it.
I start stuttering a lot too, and I'm just like,
It just reading for some reason reading words and saying them just doesn't
Yeah.
work out very well for me.
I'm
It
really-
never
when
has.
I'm reading a book, I'm kind of like reading it out, like not out loud, but like out loud in my head. So like I kind of.
I see. I can do that perfectly fine. I have no
It's
problem
so
with that.
weird.
But I just have problems like
Yeah.
reading physical words out.
I feel
don't
bad
know.
for Natsuki. I think she just kind of lashes out at people as a defense mechanism. I don't think she feels very safe sometimes.
I honestly think that was a great choice to voice act Sayori.
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, I feel like I'm trying to mimic, like, Shampoo's voice.
A little bit, yeah.
But Shampoo is
Shampoo.
like almost Sayori, but I feel like Shampoo is not
Shampoo is not
nearly as
Sayori.
intelligent.
I don't know. I feel the need to defend Yuri because
No,
she's
Yuri
me.
is great.
I was gonna
Because
say
she's
you're
me?
just biased.
Yeah. No, that's not the only reason why.
Oh,
but also
well.
because like she reminds me a lot of myself,
I like
so
her.
I feel the need to defend her
You know,
She's
I feel
shy.
because she's shy and she means well, and Natsuki just kind of like lashed out at her, and I feel the need to defend
That's
her.
why I'm really glad that you picked Yuri as
I'm
like.
so glad I picked Yuri.
Yeah.
And I honestly kind of relate a lot to Sayori as
Mhm.
well, so that's why I'm kind of glad that I picked her
Yeah.
too.
I mean, for the most part, I tend to stay upbeat like Sayori, but when I do feel kind of like, cornered, I do lash out. Or when I feel like, unsafe or feel like I'm kind of being attacked, I get defensive. So I get it.
Do you relate to Natsuki then?
Well, it's kind
Or
of
are you more of a, like, all of them?
it's kind of a mix of all three because I kind of feel how Yuri feels around like a lot of people, especially a lot of new people.
I feel that one
So I'm just
Yeah.
like,
I think
quiet,
there's a
and
lot
I
of
kind
people
of
that
just
can relate to that.
I kind of just observe until I'm comfortable and figure out, where my, spot is, So I don't know. It's kind of a mix, but I can see how I react to things sometimes. in
Right.
Natsuki. Poor thing. She's like a little chihuahua. She's just defensive because she's tiny.
which makes me kind of anxious because this game is a horror game. And if we fall in love with the characters,
Are they gonna die?
that is the question because I don't know.
Is this one of those games where it starts putting random shit on your desktop and stuff? Like, some of those games are really terrifying. Like, stuff
Don't
pops
know.
up on your desktop, you double click it, and then there's, like, creepy shit.
All I know is that when
I'm, like, clutching my chest defensively, you guys.
when Jack was playing it, he mentioned that people in the comments said that he had to keep his save files open because random things will pop up in the save files. So,
I'm really curious to see how this.
and I was honestly, he like investigated the first thing that popped up into his like thing, and just looking at that, I was like, okay, I can't play this by myself. Like, I mean, it's not horrifying; it's just disturbing.
Okay.
And the fact that it pops up in your save file is disturbing.
Wait, is it, like, disturbing, like, triggering, or disturbing?
It could be
just, like,
triggering.
Disturbing.
It could be triggering.
Okay, I need to,
depends
like,
on-
mentally prepare myself.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how this ends up like turns into like a horror game because it's
Right
so
now,
like
it seems really hard to turn it into
yeah.
something like that,
So
you know?
I'm really curious on how it will turn into a horror game.
So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
But we're gonna end it here. So say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys in the next video of Doki Doki Literature Club. Bye!
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye.